guys, today I will be talking about a movie that I saw yesterday called Josee, the Tiger and the Fish. I don't really know how to say it in Japanese, but I'll say it in English, right? That's pretty much the name. Josee, the Tiger and the Fish. And this movie was a really, really good watch. I loved this movie so much. Now, I'm guessing that if you guys clicked on this video, you guys have seen the movie. If not, then go and search on Google, because I don't really know if it was out on Crunchyroll or Funimation, and besides, I can't even access Funimation, so yeah. Anyway, if you want to see the movie, if you have not seen it, go and search on Google and you'll find some type of website that you can find it. 'Cause, like, I went around and I found this random website and I clicked on it, watched it, and now I'm here to talk about it. So yeah, so if you guys have not seen it, go and watch it, then come back, because I will be talking about this movie. Of course, this is a review, and I will be going through a few things that happened in the movie, stuff that I like, stuff that I don't like. But yeah, so without further ado, let's begin. So let's talk about first what is the story about. Well, the story is about our main character, right? I don't remember his name, but I remember the main female character. So the main female character's name is Josee, and pretty much what ends up happening is the main character, he saves the main female character from falling because someone knocked down her wheelchair, and she went down the hill, and then our main character caught her. And because of that, he pretty much, he had to take care of her because of her grandma went to work, right? So the story pretty much revolves around our main character trying to take care of her, and her pretty much, trying to go outside and explore more, to go to new places, things that she couldn't really do, right? Because she is on a wheelchair, she can't walk, right? So every time she wants to walk or do something, someone has to be there to support her, to help her out, which of course is a hassle, which is why the main character had to help her. Now, the reason why the main character, helped her in the first place was because he wanted to get some money. He wanted to get some money so that he could pay for his apartment, and of course to go to Mexico, right? He wanted to go to Mexico, to university there, to pretty much, study in like diving and stuff like that, right? Because he loves to dive. So pretty much what he does is he takes care of the main female character, and this is all just for him to go to university. And I really loved the dynamic between the two characters, right? I really loved the dynamic between the main character and the main female character, seeing her, progress throughout the story, from her, being closed off to where she really talk to people and stuff like that, to her opening up to the main character by finding out that she had, similar things to the main character, because the main character, he loved the ocean, the sea, and the main female character also loved the ocean and the sea, but she couldn't really go to the sea because it's far away and she couldn't really swim. So, like I said, I really love the main characters, right? The seeing them in this movie was really, really great. Now, when it comes to the other characters in the story, I also love them as well, except for one character, which was the potential but not love interest, right? Like, potential love interest for the main character, but that doesn't really work out. So because she's pretty much a friend of the main character, and she is just there just to cause problems. Okay, she is just there to cause problems, because the stuff that she did in this movie was just really annoying. It was really, really, really annoying. Like, she always went, like, she did some stuff that, like, if she didn't do that, we really wouldn't have the main conflict and main cause of the movie, right? We wouldn't have any conflict. But still, like, the stuff that she did, my God, like, how could you do that? Like, how could you do that? I don't really want to talk about it right now. Like, I'm just saying that I don't really like that character. The other characters, they were really great, right? I especially loved the grandma, seeing her, facial reactions to the main female character doing a lot of things, like her going outside, her starting to make dinner because the main character created these stairs for her to climb so that she can start cooking. Her doing so many things, right? And her finding out her passion was great, and seeing her grandma, at first not really supporting the main female character, being like, stay here, don't go outside because the world is a dangerous place. Look what happened to your parents, they died, so please don't go outside and stay close to me. And of course, this pretty much caused the main female character to stay at home, right, and not know more stuff about the world. But of course, through meeting the main character, she started to go outside more, interact more time with the main character, and of course, she fell in love with the main character, and she also managed to I can't find the words. She pretty much managed to find out more about the world and experience new things, right? And like I said, I really, really like this. I really like all the characters in this story. Now, when it comes to the animation, let's get into the animation. So, the animation of the story was great, okay? I love the camera movement, like the movie went. I like a few scenes where like you get to see the characters, and then the camera is pretty much moving around the characters, right? Like when I saw that, I felt as if I was like, I'm watching the movie, but it also feels like I'm the one recording that scene, and that is amazing, right? I really love that. I really love the scenes, like you get to see the camera movement and stuff like that. Now, when it comes to the main conflict of the story, it was really great. It was really great because, this story, the main message that this story was, trying to convey to its audience, which is pretty much what I got from it, is that even though you have a disability, even though you have something that can prevent you from doing stuff that you love, right? There are other options, right? And this is more often with the main female character, right? She can't walk, right? She can't walk, she can't run. There are so many things that she can't really do, right? For example, she wanted to taste the sea because she has never been to the beach, right? Because the beach is far away from where she lives, right? And her grandma only wants to go around her neighborhood, right? So they never went outside of their neighborhood to go to town and stuff like that, right? So what ended up happening was she really wanted to go to the sea because her father said, "Oh, the sea tastes really nice. It tastes salty and stuff like that." But she never got to taste it because her parents died before she ever could go to the beach, right? So she spent this entire time at home and never going to the beach and experiencing it, right? So she wanted to taste the water, right, from the ocean. She couldn't really do that, right? Because for her to do that, she needs to go through the beach sand, right? But for her to do that, she needs someone to carry her. Because if she doesn't, then her wheelchair is gonna get stuck on the sand, and she will be unable to go any further, leaving her to pretty much jump out of the wheelchair and pretty much crawl to the beach, to the ocean, right? And like I said, like this pretty much shows, like even though you have disabilities, you can, there's so many things that you can still do, right? Because she had someone there to support her, right? And even though she wanted to go diving, she wanted to know how to swim because she loves the ocean, she couldn't really do that. So what ends up happening is the main character, he's there to help her, right? They go into an aquarium. He helps her to get to the ocean. The main character is always there, and of course, by her going to the main character, she was able to find something that she loves, right? And to find something that she can actually do that doesn't require her to, move around a lot, right? So, which means that, like, because like she wanted to do like art, right? She would draw a bunch of paintings and stuff like that. So she decided to become a paint book artist, right? She would paint books and a paint picture book, right? And that's pretty much her goal, right? Through her being the main character and in interacting with other people, she managed to find something that she can do and something that she can, move towards, which is to create picture books, right? And that's something that I really like, which again, I know I repeated this twice, I repeated it for the third time. This pretty much shows like our main character. This movie pretty much is trying to show us like, even though you have a disability, even though you have something that could prevent you from doing stuff that you love, there are still other things that you could go into, right? Because you do, right? Stuff that you do in your daily life, yeah. That can, be something that you could do as a career, not just as something you enjoy, right? Because she used to draw because she enjoyed it, but from meeting other people, she thought like, okay, I love to draw, why don't I take this as a career? And that's exactly what she did, right? And like I said, this one shows like, even if you have disability stuff like that, you can still achieve your goals. But also, this movie also gives you the message that things can quickly end, right? What I mean by this is like, even if you have a goal, right, a dream that you want to, achieve, right? You don't know what's gonna happen the next minute, right? For example, right now you might be going towards your dream, just like the main character. He wanted to go diving, right? He wanted to go diving. He wanted to go to Mexico and stuff like that. But he got into an accident to where he hurt his leg, right? So because he hurt his leg, that prevented him to go into Mexico, right? Because he got accepted to the university, but because he got into an accident, they had to pretty much reject him, and he had to try again, right? He had to try again if his leg would get better. If his leg got better, then of course he could try again and go to Mexico and start doing diving school and stuff like that, right? But again, this shows like, not everything is perfect, right? Something can happen to where your dreams can be shattered, right? And this movie pretty much showed that. It showed that like, right now you might be fine, next minute you might be in a really bad position, right? And the great thing about this movie is that it also shows like the character struggle through the main character, right? Him then being like, damn it, I worked so hard for this. This happened. Am I ever going to achieve my goal? What's going to happen to me, right? Am I also going to be in a wheelchair, right? Because like his dreams were pretty much shattered at that point. But of course, he got better. It was nice, but that was really emotion. And like we had a ton of emotional scenes in this movie, right? And I think that let's talk about these messages that the movie tried to convey enough, right? I've already talked about this a lot, but now let's talk about the stuff that I do really like about the movie. So, the movie, something that I really didn't like was, of course, the main character's friend. I really didn't like her because, my God, she was dense. Okay, like legit, like. The main character was not in a good, there was this scene where the main character, he was not okay. He was not in the right state of mind, right? What does she do? Confesses. I mean, why are you doing this right now? Like, right now, when the guy is legit down, right? He's down, he doesn't know what he's going to do with his life, and you just go in and just confess him literally at his lowest point in life. Are you for real? Right? That's not the only thing that she does, right? The second thing that she does is right after that, right? She goes to the main female character and confront her and tell her that like, I can take care of him, you can't take care of him because you're in a wheelchair, and if both of you are in a wheelchair, you're not going to be able to do blah blah blah. Like, you get the point, right? She was pretty much trying to separate the main character from the main female character because she wanted the main character for herself, and it was annoying. Okay, that's something that I really didn't like about this movie, right? But of course, we needed something. We needed some type of third party to, make conflict, to have something that could cause a conflict for the two main characters, right? But of course, this was taken to the extreme. But yeah, when it comes to the conflict, I think we could have had something a little bit different, or like it could have been like the two main characters would get really annoyed at each other because she would find out that he's going to Mexico, and then they would argue, and then they get back together. But I'm still happy with the way that this movie went, right? With the whole thing of like, main character could potentially be in the same situation as her, preventing him from achieving his dream, right? And the main character, she is actually trying to achieve her dream, right? To try and achieve her passion, right? And that's another thing that I really liked, showing that the main character, she was on a wheelchair, and she knew what she wanted to do, right? And she could actually achieve her goal. Whereas the main character, he got in a wheelchair, and if he kept being on a wheelchair and his leg didn't get better, he would never achieve his goal, right? And this is something that I really like. But yeah, I think that this is it. Okay, I feel like this entire video I've been just saying whatever. I think I've just been saying whatever in this video, but pretty much I just wanted to make this video to pretty much, give you guys my overall thoughts on the movie. Now, should you actually watch this movie? Yes. I think that you've already watched this video before even clicking on this, right? If you have not, and you sticked in up till now, I am sorry if I spoiled you on this movie, but seriously, if you have not seen it, go and watch it, because this movie is a really, really good movie and worth the watch, right? Like, legit. When this movie got announced, yep, I think it was, last year? I think it was last year that they got announced, right? So, it got announced last year, right? And I've literally been waiting, like, day after day, like, trying, like, literally every single day. Ever since the news of the movie, I've literally been going on to Google and being like, okay, movie, the name of the movie, Josee the Tiger and Fish, full movie, and like I would legit just go on doing that, right, every single day until I finally got something that could actually show me the movie, right, which was what I saw yesterday. So yeah, like I've been really anticipating this movie for a very long time, right? And finally seeing it was great. But do you want to know something that I regret? Was not being able to see this movie in the theaters. That's the only thing I regret. But apart from that, I really love this movie. I love this movie a lot. Apart from the friend of the main character, the one that likes the main character, apart from her being in the story, everything was perfect. I loved everything in this movie. And yeah, like, tell me your thoughts on this movie if you have seen it, right? If you've not seen it, go and watch it, and then come back and tell me your thoughts on the movie. And yeah, I think that this is pretty much it, and I'm gonna shut up right now because I'm sure that you guys are tired of hearing my voice. But yeah, this is pretty much it, guys, and I shall see you all next time.